The UK's privacy watchdog, the Information Commissioner's Office or ICO, has launched a major investigation into TikTok, Reddit and online image sharing, Imgur. The ICO is investigating how these popular platforms handle the personal data of children, particularly those aged 13 to 17. This comes after a series of concerns about how social media companies safeguard the privacy and well-being of young users. Let's break it down. TikTok, the short-form video sharing platform, is under scrutiny for how it uses the personal information of teenagers to suggest content in their feed. The ICO wants to ensure that TikTok's algorithms are not exposing young users to harmful or inappropriate content. But it's not just TikTok. Reddit and Imgur are also in the crosshairs. The investigation will look into how these platforms assess the age of their child users and ensure they comply with age-related regulations. This includes age verification processes and content moderation. This isn't the first time TikTok has faced scrutiny from the ICO. Back in 2023, the platform was fined €12.7 million for breaching data protection laws by using the personal data of children under 13 without parental consent. But the ICO's actions are part of a broader regulatory push in the UK. The country has passed tough legislation aimed at social media platforms, requiring them to prevent children from accessing harmful and age-inappropriate content. This includes enforcing age limits and implementing robust age-checking measures. The ICO's Children's Code, introduced in 2021, sets out specific standards for online services likely to be accessed by children. It requires companies to take steps to protect children's personal information and ensure that their online experiences are safe and age-appropriate. So, what's next? The ICO has stated that if they find evidence of any violations, they will present their findings to the companies and obtain their responses before reaching a final conclusion. This means TikTok, Reddit, and Imgur need to be prepared for some tough questions. The ICO, in a statement, said, quote, "If we find there is sufficient evidence that any of these companies have broken the law, we will put this to them and obtain their representations before reaching a final conclusion." Unquote. Social media companies use complex algorithms to keep users engaged, but these algorithms can sometimes lead to children being exposed to harmful content. The ICO's investigation aims to ensure that these platforms are doing everything they can to protect young users. Stay tuned for updates on this story. The ICO's investigation could have significant implications for how social media platforms operate and how they handle the personal data of young users. If you're a parent or a young user, this definitely means something to you and you should keep an eye to it. This is the News Guide. Thank you for staying tuned.